Are you somebody that is interested in wild camping but is a little bit anxious about the solo aspect of it, getting out on the hills by yourself? Well, if you are, stay tuned. I might have a few good interesting tips that may just help you out. So guys, welcome back to the channel. Today is the 2nd of May 2025 and I'm doing something a little bit different on this episode. First of all, I was supposed to be going out on a wild camp last night, and I got in my little community group, well, Stu's community group, asked the guys if there was anybody out there that was interested in going out on a wild camp. And what with it being Thursday, everybody's at work. So I had to make the decision to do a solo camp, and I've not done one yet. I'm a little bit anxious about the whole thing, you know. I don't know why. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that on this episode. So at home, my bag's all packed. I'm all ready to go, but I didn't make it, guys. And I'm so disappointed with myself because last night it was an absolute stunning night. The weather for the last week has been like between 25 and 28 degrees here in Cornwall. And my bag's all packed, I'm all ready to go, and I just was anxious. I couldn't do it. So I made the executive decision to knock it on the head. And I said to Nikki last night that I'm going to change my idea, change my plans, and I'm going to go down to Lansallos, which is a little cove just past Polperro, between Polperro and Foy. And I was going to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, come down and record a lovely little video of me having breakfast on the beach as the sun comes up. And I woke up this morning, Cornish mizzle everywhere, rain and mizzle. So plan B, down the pan. So here we are, walking down the path as we speak, going down to Lansallos. It's lunchtime, so I've decided to bring you down on the beach and cook a little bit of lunch, because somebody did comment on my page, Mark, why don't you cook your own food rather than buying pot noodles? So I'm going to go down on the beach, I'm going to cook some steak and some eggs on a little trangy stove and tell you a little bit about my anxieties with camping, give you a few tips which I think could help you and the plans that I've got in place which are helping me, and yeah, just have a little bit of a chat with you on this Thursday lunchtime, if that's okay with you. Anxiety is a real weird thing. I sat down and I was talking to Nikki last night saying that I was anxious about going out on a solo camp and the things that's in my head about the whole thing, and she didn't get it. She just didn't understand it. She was just like, well, I don't understand you. You know, you go on all these like long hikes, you go into these places out in the wild, how come you can do that but you can't put a tent up and camp on the middle of a moor on a coastal path? The answer to that is I don't know. I haven't got a clue what's going on in that Swede of mine, but it's something that I'm trying to conquer. And I don't want this video to sound like a mindset video. I don't want to be making out that I'm some influencer and a mindset coach and all that sort of stuff. I'd just like to share with you a few things that's going on in my head, and hopefully if you can see me conquering those things, it might be able to help you in your journey. But I've been coming down to Lansallos now since I was a teenager. It's a lovely little cove. I've seen a few weird things down here, which I can't explain. It's a little smuggler's cove, and it is absolutely beautiful. And I just wanted to come here and share it with you, because it is a beautiful, beautiful thing. And then I've got to go home and do some painting and decorating and get back to the real world. But I quite like going out on my day off at lunchtime and just chillaxing, don't you? So we're nearly there, guys, we're nearly there, and I promise you this is going to be an awesome little one. the Roach. It is a secluded little spot. You don't generally get a lot of people here. But at the top of the hill, there's a National Trust car park. And there was quite a few people parked in that car park. The tide is in today, and I've got a feeling there's probably going to be a few people on the beach today. Let's have a look. Right, before I go into anxiety and my solo camping and why I haven't been out there and done it, I just want to share with you this amazing t-shirt, the Roach. It was sent to me by The Long Grass. I think it was The Long Grass. Let me just double check. It is The Long Grass. They are a group of people, a business on Instagram. I contacted them. I said, I like your stuff. Is there any chance if I give you a shout out, I can possibly have a free item and give you a bit of a honest review? And they asked me what t-shirt I want. I said, I will have the Roach, please. And it is in like this mustardy colour. It's got an amazing picture of a roach on the front. It is really, really comfortable, and I absolutely love it. It's my favourite t-shirt at the moment. So I just want to give a big shout out to The Long Grass, and just would like to thank them from my heart for this amazing gift, the Roach. And I think it's going to become a part of my channel. It's something that I'm going to be using quite a lot on my wild camping channel now. Also, I've got another product. It is the H3O Hydration, sent to me by Rejuvenated. Now, this is something that is a power drink for super healthy and hydrated skin. I'm going to try and make me look young again. I said that I'll give them an honest review on this product, and it's something that I haven't opened yet, but I am going to be opening up in the next few days and incorporating it on my channel. If you follow me on Instagram, you'll be able to see me. I reckon within about a week, 2 weeks, I will look about 20 years younger. But one product that I'm using at the moment is Huel. Not sponsored by any of these companies whatsoever. It's Huel, and I'm just taking their daily greens at the moment. 91 vitamins, minerals and whole food source nutrients. Super greens and fruit complex, mushroom blend, daily free, probiotics, antioxidants. Check those bad boys out. And what I'm trying to do at the moment to cure my anxiety is I'm trying to eat better, eat fruit, vegetables, nice clean stuff, meat and dairy, and try and cut out all the rubbish. You are what you eat. I'm going to try and keep hydrated. I'm going to try and come out and do stuff like this to keep your mind active. I'm going to try and get out, and I'm going to be doing stuff, a lot more stuff outdoors, get the vitamin D and all that sort of stuff inside me. And hopefully that will make my anxiety a lot better. Do a little bit of meditation and all that sort of stuff. And my plan of action is to get me sorted out first, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be in a better place for going out on my solo camp. So anyway, I'm going to have a little bit of this Huel Daily Greens, and I'll be back to you in a minute, and I'll tell you what I think about the scoop of this stuff. In there like that. Give it a shake. And the job's a good one. A lot of people say that it tastes absolutely disgusting. But for me, it's like smells a bit apple-y. And yeah, I normally neck it down in one. That way it makes it a little bit nicer. It's not horrific, it's not horrible, but I have tasted better, to be honest with you. $300 grams of water you have with that, with one scoop. And actually, that's not tasting too bad today. Sometimes you have it and it's rank, other times it's bearable. Today it's quite nice. So my tip number one would be basically look after yourself. Start trying to get into some decent shape. You know, I know I'm a fat knacker, but I'm trying my hardest now to get into a bit of better shape and look after myself. And you are what you eat, right? So if you stop filling your body full of chemicals and crap, you are going to make yourself in a bit of a better place. That's what I think. Tip number two, if you're new to wild camping and you've bought all your equipment, one thing that I suggest that you always do is put it up in your garden before you go out, and perhaps put your tent up in your garden and spend the night in your garden by yourself. And you know, first of all, test all your equipment out in the garden so that you know that it's safe, that you're comfortable with it. Tip number three, join a community like I have. We've got Stu, Pat, Jess, Rory, George. Forgive me if there's anybody else that I haven't gone out with, but there's loads. We've made a little community of mates that we all go out and do the same thing. We all go out wild camping, and we get up on the hills, we have fun together. It's lads getting out with lads, enjoying one another's sense of humour, and you know, getting just out there and just being with one, and yeah, build a little community of mates that are all interested in the same sort of things, so that you don't feel a pressure about being out on a solo camp. Tip number, what are we on? 3, 4 is it? When you do go out and do your first solo camp, go to a place where you feel comfortable. Go to a place like on Dartmoor, you've got Maryvale, and my first camp that I done at Maryvale was on King's Tor. King's Tor is literally a 20 minute away from the car. So if shit does get real and the bad weather comes in, or you just don't feel comfortable, you're only 20 minutes away from your car. Don't be out in the middle of nowhere on your first solo camp. That's another thing that I would suggest. And yeah, I hope that's a few good little tips there that I can help you out with. But I bet you were asking the question, you know, you're alright for giving this advice, Mark, but why haven't you been out on a solo camp yet? And quite simply, I just don't feel ready. You know, I'm one that I like mingling with other people. So being out on Dartmoor by myself, out in the middle of nowhere, I'm not saying that there's going to be some zombies that are going to come and attack me. There's not going to be an axe man that's going to come and attack me. There's not going to be any ghosts and ghouls or animals that are going to rip me to death. I'm not anxious as of that. I'm just, I think, anxious of being out there by myself in case anything should happen. And by all of those tips that I've just given you, hopefully that will reassure you, make you in a bit of a better place. And the last tip, don't be feeling under pressure. If you're not ready, you're not ready. I've been doing this shit now for 2-3 years. I'm nearly there, but I'm not rushing into it. If I'm not ready, I'm not going to go out and force myself to do it, no matter what anybody says. You know, I'm growing this channel, and I know that it's important that I get out and do solo camps for you. But I'm not going to be one of these people that straight away, if I'm not ready, goes on top of a hill in a 60-mile-an-hour storm and have my tent bombarded all night by 60-mile-an-hour gales. It's just not me. So bear with me, guys, and I can't wait to share my journey with you, and hopefully you enjoy watching me go out on the camp and doing a solo camp. And yeah, I'm quite looking forward to the direction it's going in. But at the moment, it's all about being on Lansallos Beach and having you with me. And I'm going to cook up a steak. I bought a couple of beef medallions. I'm going to cook that up on a Trangia stove that I've just set up with a few little eggs. And have that, enjoy the ambience of Lansallos, head off back to the car, go home and do some painting and decorating. Nice. Sizzling a bit of butter around. Chuck the steak in the hot pan. I will let you know that this is something that really makes me anxious, is cooking, especially on the beach with all these people around here. I do feel an absolute bellend. Cooking a steak on a beach, showing off to you guys. There you are, look. So I'm going to chuck both the steaks on, I think. So I brought my Trangia stove with me. As you can see, that cooks on paraffin. I think it's paraffin, I'm not quite sure. It says on the bottle paraffin max. Let's get it cooking. It's actually quite warm here today. I think it's about 18-20 degrees it was when I left. But we've been having like 28 degrees the last few days. And for April into May, that's really, really good going here in Cornwall. Hopefully, fingers crossed, it's a nice summer. But one thing I've noticed with these Trangia stoves is they're good, but they're slow going. So if you've got time to waste, they're good. If you want to cook something quickly on top of a mountain, you're going to be waiting a while. But steak's cooking. Looking pretty good. Bit of pepper. Bit of salt. Well, I don't know about you, but that's near enough done for me. I like my steaks medium rare, more on the rare side. So I'm going to take those off, put that in that pan, and then cook some eggs. I think the best thing to do is I'm going to whip them up, scramble them up a little bit, to be honest with you. That's going to be the easiest option. Can't beat a bit of scrambled egg. But I'm going to do this and come back to you because it's a little bit awkward doing it one-handed. Well, the scrambled egg doesn't look the most appetising in the world, but I'm sure it's going to be yummy. So there we are, guys, there's the finished product. Bit of steak, bit of scrambled eggs, get in my belly. Cheers. Absolute top scram. Lovely day on the beach. Bit of steak, bit of egg. I don't know if I told you, but I'm in the process of thinking about setting up my own podcast. Now, I've done a podcast before, I've done like 270 episodes of the Mark Jeffrey Show, where I talk to people all around the world about interesting topics. But I want to do a Mark Jeffrey Presents podcast. And the first episode I'm going to be talking about is kit that you need to take out and anxiety for wild camping. So this kind of like will tie in very nicely to that. So yeah, watch this space. What do you think about me doing a podcast? Mark Jeffrey Presents Wild Camping. And if you'd like to be a guest on the show, give me a holler. That's the one thing about coming to the beach this time of day. Dog owners, irresponsible dog owners. Here, looking at the sea, enjoying myself. Turn around, there's a dog there looking right at me, trying to nick the food that's off me fork. Woman's just walking along, totally not bothered at all. Then the dog decides to shake itself, water all over me. Just does my absolute nutting, it really, really does. Dog owners, what's the matter with you? I mean, I've got no problems having dogs. Just keep them on a lead or just watch what they're doing. If I'd been a little kid round here, that's an ice cream gone. You know, it's just does my nutting, really does. Moan over. Anyway, all gone. Food's finished, absolutely beautiful. Didn't look much, but nice, clean, healthy food. Couple of eggs, 2 beef medallions. That was top notch. That's me done for the rest of the day now. The beach is beginning to get a little bit crowded now. There's dogs running around here everywhere. So what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to clean my shit up, make a move back to the car, head home back to the house and do some painting. What a glorious, glorious day. Well, I hope you took something from this video. It wasn't what I planned it originally to be, but what I'm trying to get across on this episode is solo camping, wild camping. It's not for everybody. Realise that. If you're anxious, take your time. Get yourself fit and healthy. Get your head in the right place. Find some friends of interest of the same hobby. Go out with them. Try your equipment out in your backyard before you go out. Just don't be rushed. Don't let anybody pressure you. Just because you see all these YouTubers going out on the moors in 60-mile-an-hour winds, male or female, whoever it may be, don't feel that you have to do it. Just do whatever's right for you. And also, you don't have to go wild camping. Just get out in the environment on your day off, on your lunch break. Get out in the sun, cook a bit of beef, a few eggs on a stove, sit down by the beach, by the seaside. I promise you, it'll make you feel loads better. Anyway, I'm walking up this steep mother of a hill, blowing up my ass, sweating ollies. It's not a pretty sight. Just want to wish you a fantastic day, a fantastic week. Thank you so much for all the people that have liked and commented on previous videos. Thank you to all the people that have been recently subscribing. Thank you to all the people that have given me all the positive comments and the negative ones. I love you guys too. And if you don't already like and subscribe to this channel, please consider subscribing and let me know what you think of this content. Would you like me to come out and do a few more cooking on the beach episodes, or is it not for you? Do you not want to see it on my channel again? What makes this channel grow is your input, your comments. So guys, I'm going to get back now, do some painting, tidy the house up, stay safe, stay classy, carry on camping, and thank you to all for your constant support. Have a great weekend. And last but not least, thank you once again to all of the people, the businesses, small businesses that have contributed to the channel by donating me some stuff. this amazing t-shirt. The hydration fuel that I should be using soon. And I've also got some chakra 7-stage aromatherapy oils that I'm going to be using in my tent soon. It's great, guys. Thank you. Stay safe. Idiots. What the frickin' hell's that? Full walking sticks. Choose your weapons. If you fancy coming to Lansallos, like I said, head to Lou Polperro, and it's between Polperro and Foy. Just type it in the sat nav, Lansallos, it'll come up. It's a lovely little village, nice church to have a look around the grounds if you want to. It's about half a mile down to the beach, but it's a lovely little area. And also, if you're a National Trust member, you can car park in the little car park up here, and just use your National Trust membership to get free parking. Totally awesome. Support the not the NHS, yeah, support them, but support the National Trust. Here's the car park.